This tank is the Lynx 6x6. This is a French Tier 8 light tank, a wheeled vehicle. The map is Normandy in the Frontline game mode. I don't know what's going to happen in this game. You can see I got a high ping time. It's around 400 milliseconds. I believe in playing in the middle of the map. So technically this right here, where the butterfly intersection is the middle of B and C. And the reason why it's good is because if there's more targets on one side, you shoot at that side, you're going to have twice as many targets to shoot at. So playing here is a good place to play. You're going to be up against a lot of fast tanks and a lot of Scorpions. You can see that there's an allied Scorpion G approaching this area. The Scorpion, because they've got the speed, will come over here. This is another spot where the HWK and I are, where I snipe from often. But because I don't know how to drive, it looks like what I'm doing is I'm trying to find a location where I can snipe on them, but be outside of the spotting range, because I don't want them to shoot back at me. You'll notice that they are beyond the white circle. It's a skill that obviously you want to use. Now you see how that tank hit me? I think he actually hits me twice in the game. I'm not sure if this is a game where that happened, but there was a game where the same tank hit me twice within a short amount of time. You see what's going on here? Klo von Einsburn. I'm the type of person I really don't care. I just thought it was interesting and worth mentioning. I don't hate other players and tell them they're stupid and all that. I assume that he made a mistake. See? You see what he did? He looked like he was trying to hit me again. So I have a respawn, so I'm really not worried about dying. I'd rather stay in the game and keep on shooting at tanks. And then I'll just respawn with another tank. You should notice it takes 7 minutes before I can play that tank again, which really sucks because I really enjoy playing that tank. There was a time when I never spawned with a light tank. So the enemy is not aggressive. The clock is really going down. I'm still private. Look at this. Klo von Einsburn. Yo, cheap books. I think he was intentionally trying to ram me. And now he says big fan. I mean, this is, he's probably being sarcastic because I get that all the time. People say that they're a fan and then they insult me. They get that because what they do is they say they're a big fan, and then I respond saying, "Oh, thank you," and then they say something insulting. They say, "Like, how are you such a great player considering that you're autistic?" And I've heard it more than once, the same thing. So obviously, I didn't notice that that he had typed that. I would have said thank you. So it's very difficult to play, and I'm going to be honest with you. In this type of a situation, where we're crushing the enemy, I would go to another flank because my team doesn't need me here. You're not going to get any damage. You're not going to do any spotting. You're just going to go nowhere. So my recommendation, if you're in this situation, pay attention to how you're doing and then just bail and go somewhere else. Don't think about crushing the enemy. And I'm not talking about doing it to stat pad. I mean, you're literally not going to help your team if you're going to be in a place where you're just winning anyway. You know, I want action. You're going to get the action somewhere else. If you've been watching my videos, you'll know that if a tank is parked right here, you can jump right off the bridge and land on them. And I've been doing it. I've been landing on top of tanks and killing them. I can't wait till Frontline starts again. I'm going to start a new series, which is going to be jumping on tanks to kill them. I'm working on doing it for different maps. It's obviously easy on the Overlord map. What else is easy? There's other maps where it's possible. Okay, I got lots of hit points. I got a respawn available. Missed. So one thing that I could have done is gone far away, like over there, and then grab him and then fire at him, and I'll probably still hit him, and he increases a chance of missing me. So notice this time I'm doing it from further away. This is the Udis. I don't like the fact that this tank is slow. Making it, the fact that it's slow, you know, it's going 50 kilometers, but the acceleration is slow. And for the type of gameplay I like to do, I need fast acceleration. So I really haven't mastered this tank yet. However, I am working on finding hull down positions. I probably don't play it properly. Like I'm probably not going to play it hull down over here. I guess that's not so bad. You can see that I'm not advancing. We are all on the 2 stripes. So everyone that's got 3 stripes is on a different zone. I will tell you that the enemy is really not doing very well. They've only capped 2 zones with 7.5 minutes. That's not good. They're really at the border. If they don't keep it moving, they are going to lose this game. They really got to keep running those caps. My cutoff time is 6 minutes. If there's not 6 minutes left and you're not assaulting the objectives, then you're going to have serious problems. If you've got like 4 minutes left, you're pretty much going to lose. You want to use those recons as quickly as possible. Just not enough targets to shoot at. We're just crushing them over here. It's very important to notify your allies what's going on in your zone. We've got too many people here. I don't understand why I spent so much time here. This is what I think happened. I wanted to test out sniping the base, which is why I think I stayed here, because you can't do it on B. And A, I don't really remember. No, A is the A you can't really do it on. Maybe you can on B. No, B is difficult. B is the one where there's all the weird shaped structures. Too slow to switch targets. But I'm not going to leave. There's no reason to leave. I mean, there's a repair facility right there. We've got a low HP tank, got an ally here. Got 2,400 damage. You can see I'm still at the bottom. Or I guess that's around halfway for the team. But on my flank, I'm at the bottom. Really not going anywhere. I do have a respawn coming in, so I'm not worried about dying. What I should be doing is getting close to him. He's more likely to ricochet when he fires. When you are against the wall, you're going to take more damage if you get rammed. So that was obviously a mistake. So I respawned at B, made it up to Lieutenant, 2,800 damage. Wheeled vehicles, you want to be out in the open. Okay, so this is me going to the sniping position, obviously. You come over here to the red line. That's a solid object right next to me. The enemy just capped D, so I have to wait for them to cross. The smart thing to do is to kind of go after them and then not let them know I'm going to return to this position. If they come one at a time, that's great for me. I think this tank kind of has a long reload, so if you want to do combat, you really want to reload as fast as possible. I believe that the top gun might have a little bit of a longer reload. That's a tough position, killing those tanks. You know, well-armored tanks show up over there right near your repair facility. That's a good place to park where that VK is. He's not going to be easy to kill. Oh, that's too bad. I missed a shot. Took way too long to fire. You can see that I was aiming without using the sniper, so I was planning to shoot without using the sniper mode. If you watch my videos, you'll see that I do it. I do it like once a week. I don't think I have a respawn right now. 20 seconds. Up to 3,200 damage, 1,400 spotting damage. You can see this is a boring game. Really nothing exciting about it. I don't know why I saved this. I mean, there's nothing special about this game. It might have been that I did this because it was maybe the first game that I wasn't playing with Sixth Sense, and I wanted to show that I was able to have a decent game without Sixth Sense. Because I don't see my Sixth Sense going off. Nice. Up to 4,100 damage, 1,400 spotting. If you get behind the enemy, you're going to penetrate more often. You're going to be hitting their rear armor. And the only tank that's really behind the enemy right now is the Ferdinand. So the smart thing to do is to kind of make my way to get behind the enemy. When they're advancing east, it's better for me to be behind them, and they're going to be pointing their guns away from me. Going up on the top usually for me is a waste of time with these fast tanks. I never really had anything successful. If you have a low profile tank, it's a little bit difficult to fire your gun. 4,300 damage. Nice. Oh, that's why I didn't damage him. 4,700 damage, 1,600 spotting. You can see that I am kind of out here by myself. You know, I'm relying on my snipers in the back to do something, but the advantage is you get to hit those tanks. You get to soften them up before they make it to battle. And I'm going to mostly be hitting them on the side. Only 2 minutes left in the game. Made it to captain. That's probably going to be an easy kill. 5,900 damage, 1,600 spotting. I've been doing some crazy hill climbing. Like you see over here, I'm not going around. You see what he thought I was going to go in the opposite direction, but he was wrong. And that's one of the advantages that you have with these tanks. And you could do it with any tank. It doesn't have to be a fast tank, but with these tanks, you're more likely to succeed. If you watch me play, you'll see that I do it once a week. I make a strange hill climb. Oh, look at this. Come on. Seriously, dude. You're just asking for me to jump on you. Obviously, if you can get up there and hit him, do it. Look, he doesn't know where I went. He thought I went somewhere else. So I was trying to get high enough. I didn't make it. I don't think I can jump on him there. I don't think that tanks can easily hit you when you're literally flying through the air. So I have a theory that there's an advantage to flying in the air when you're close to an enemy, but I haven't really tested it. But that's something that I'm doing, and I'll report back to you if I think it's a viable tactic. Got to go for a repair. I'm gonna go in enemy territory. You're gonna have to deal with stuff like that Scorpion. You know, he's spawning in, and I'm going for a repair. You just got to deal with that sort of thing. Up to 7,200 damage, 1,600 spotting. So on my front, I actually moved up. And look at that. I was at the bottom, and now I'm near the top. Playing at sea is what hurt me. There was nothing happening. And once I moved out, I'm up to 7,400 damage. I was able to start advancing. Oh, that's too bad. I might not be back in the game. You can see I leveled up. And the reason why I'm playing this tank is probably so I can get a little bit of EXP so I can level it up. It's not because I want to go farm damage or anything like that. They level up, they actually level up very slowly because of the amount of time they get in game. You do need to play you do need long-term sniping when you play Frontline. So get the gun laying drives and things like that for a lot of your tanks. Okay, so I made major, 7,600 damage, 2,700 spotting. Let's see how many kills I got. 7 kills.